Good morning. It's me and my fat self. I know I've done it to myself and I'm alright with it, but I guess I talk about it enough that I'm really not alright with it. I should do something about it, but I'm going to be okay with what I've done to myself. I went to Hobby Lobby yesterday with my daughter and two of my grandkids, and it's really so weird to go into Hobby Lobby now that I'm not houseless and all, because I know I'm going in there to buy stuff. And so all the stuff I used to steal, I bought yesterday. And I bought a drawing pad, a black paper drawing pad, a watercolor pad, some watercolors, some paintbrushes, some colored pencils, some good pencils, pencil sharpener, a matty eraser, some smudgers, and I only spent like $80. But when you don't have a home and you don't have a job and you don't have any money, $80 might as well be 8 million. And so I bought all this stuff, and so I've been drawing again. It's been a while since I've done any drawing, so it's kind of shitty looking, but it's gonna take a while for me to get back into it. And I'm not gonna beat myself up over it, and I'm not gonna judge myself on it, because that's just pointless. I got a little drinky the other night, and I haven't checked. I don't think I posted them, but I'm going to. It was the day that we had the 8.8. And I got a little drinky and called a bunch of people, which is what I do. But I'm not going to beat myself up for it. I don't get a little drinky every day like I used to. So I don't beat myself up for it. I slept really well that night. You know, I still haven't turned the air on in my camper. And it is summertime in Alabama. And so it is a little warm. I have figured out a way to keep it from being roasting in here, because it very well could be. I figured out that, I'm used to being outside. Well, I'm not used to it. I've been inside now for the past 3 years. But I know how to be outside. I know how to survive when it gets hot, or when it gets cold. I don't know. I haven't never done that. It got cold in Santa Barbara. And yeah, you could get hypothermia in it, but just gotta prepare. Just gotta have enough blankets, good blankets, sleeping bags. And if you got campmates, then y'all just all pile together and, have a cuddle puddle, and you'll stay warm. But anyway, I haven't brushed my teeth, I haven't brushed my hair. Can't brush my hair anymore. What are you even talking about? Look at this shit. I've been doing sober, thank you very much. Some posts on another platform under my self-given name. Anyway. And I mean, all the shit that's going on, a revolution, well, it's gonna have to happen. But not in a violent, oh, we're all gonna shoot each other way. We need to find a way to get beyond that. That's what they've programmed us to want to do, to go out there and be violent, or make war. No, we can beat these people, these monsters, at their own game. I mean, these monsters that are stealing our children and doing unspeakable things to them. Anyway, we're not even going to talk about that. Those people just need to be taken and hung from a tree. Public hangings, straight up, for any pedophiles. I don't care if you're a priest. I don't care if you're somebody's pawpaw. I don't care if you're the police. If you're doing things to children, you need to be hung by the neck and hung by a tree in downtown. Public hangings. Anyway, that just needs to be a thing. If you do things like that to children, I don't care who the fuck you are. String you up, hang you up by your fucking neck, butt ass naked, and let the world see you die. It's not very kind, I know. But I think it's fair. We'll just leave it at that. You do things to children, bye-bye. And we'll just leave it. Now, I don't even know what I was talking about. Doesn't really matter. Because this is my lazy way of not writing things down. I still journal. Yeah, I do. I've got tons of them that are filled up around here. I need to get a new one and keep up with it, but I haven't been. This will eventually, when the sun does whatever it's going to do, and we lose all our technology and all this shit is pointless and useless, it'll be gone. It'll be missing. It'll be MIA, and maybe some future generation might figure out how to unclutter all this shit. Man, that'll be like a new field of archaeology. How to... all this information that's stored to the cloud, cloud digging, I don't know what they'll call it, but imagine the shit ton of shit they'll have to dig through. That's kind of cool too. I mean, there's so much about this planet we don't know. There just is. Like, I think, these giant trees did exist, and I think, the Devil's Tower in Wyoming is a stump of one of these giant trees. I think there's one in there are several throughout the planet, and I think those were the giant trees that used to be here, and I'm talking about ginormous, when our atmosphere used to be bigger than it is, because it's kind of dwindled, Things just don't get as big anymore because the atmosphere isn't as big. But, what do I know? I don't know. I know what I know. And I just don't know it. Anyway. Oh, God. Today is, July 31st. Happy birthday, Robert. I hear you're in jail again there, bud. At least you're safe. Yeah, it's been 3 years. I told you I'd be back in 3 months, and it's been 3 years. Sometimes life happens. Sometimes life happens. People grow. People get bigger. A lot bigger, but it's alright. He didn't love me anyway. Maybe he did. The only way he knew how, which was not very well. And that's okay. I'll always think about you. I gave you a big piece of my heart. And, you knew it. Wow. Yeah, we're not going to cry. We're done with crying. It's okay. I'm not going to be mad for crying because, hey, sometimes you got to. Sometimes you just have to. Anyway. I'm gonna get off of here. I'm done. 10 minutes is way enough time to talk about nothing. It's been a good day. We're gonna go to the library. It's Harry Potter's birthday. And so, and when we were at Hobby Lobby, my grandson, we also went to Walmart, and my grandson bought his Harry Potter robes. And Leighton already has her robes. So, hey, we're going to the library. It's Harry Potter's birthday. And it's going to be another beautiful day. And I'm going to grab it, enjoy it, and live it. And maybe I'll go swimming today. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just sit inside and draw. Anyway, be safe. Be kind. Be honest. And, I love you. Oh, dude, I have 55 subscribers. I don't know how that happened. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I talk more to me than I do to you, but have a good one.